Hi guys, Let Life Flow, Eva Józefovic. Welcome to another video. I just made a live stream on Facebook and YouTube, but as it was in Polish and it's very difficult to record a stream in both languages at the same time, actually it's impossible, I guess. I decided to record a special video for this topic because I think it's quite important. So the title is a little bit to provocate you, saying law of attraction, why it doesn't work. A few words about me because I saw that there are a few new people coming to the page, so welcome and thank you for giving your time, investing your time in watching this video. So my name is Eva, I'm the owner and the founder of Let Life Flow, which is basically my motto, so really supporting, sharing content, knowledge, experience to talk about life and how it go with the flow, so how to swim in the river of life. My work methodology, because I'm working having workshops all around the world. So I'm based in Vienna, but coming from Poland, speaking Polish, English, German. So wherever I can be for serve for you, I'm there. So as well working on one-to-one via Skype, Messenger. So don't hesitate to contact me. So methodology of work that I'm following is really, like basic one, saying that, okay, if what I think and how I feel is creating who I am, and then it's creating my external world, this means for me that the most important thing is to understand the three tools, so the body, heart and the mind that I'm having, so how I'm using it. Do I really know the instruction? Do I have a proper user manual? And then really working with scientific tools, and as well some tools that are a bit still not yet described by science. So working with your conscious and subconscious mind, with numerology, with spiritual response therapy, where we go in the programs from subconscious. I'm a student of Joe Dispenza, quantum physics. I'm the certified coach of Heart Math Institute for the heart coherence, so the clear communication between heart and mind. With working as well with recall healing, going back to use as well Kabbalah, and many others. But basically really to serve the free tools that we are having, because when we know better, we choose better. That's my motto. So the video. So the starting point would be, so a few days ago, actually yesterday, I made a kind of a post on Facebook where I wrote an article, but I know that some of you are not following me on Facebook, so let me, summarize it in detail because it's quite important. The post was saying, what is the difference between a conscious and not conscious person? And many of us are confusing this, thinking that when I'm conscious, or when I will become conscious, I will not have a negative emotions, which is not true, because each of us is sometimes angry, is feeling fear, impatient, whatever it is. The difference is that if I'm not a conscious person, means that this emotion is driving me. So I'm not aware that this emotion inside me, inside of my body, is using the quantum physics, is broadcasting a special frequency out to the external world, and the external world is replying. So what I'm pulling towards me is exactly things, situations, people. For instance, if it's the emotion of angry or impatient, that will make me more angry and more impatient, because this emotion is like a hungry animal that needs to be feeded, and feeded with exactly the same emotion. So then live example would be, yesterday there was a delivery at my place. So actually let's start from begin. I was sitting on my couch, I was writing something, and I was hearing already that somebody is going up to the stairs. I'm living on the third floor, using a bad words, and kind of like sounds. So you really hear that somebody is let's call it as it is, pissed off. And then, not really knocking. It was really, a strong knocking on my door and, ringing a bell, like not even giving me 1 second to open the door. But as I was in a good mood, so I opened the door. So the person was already at the distance because of the coronavirus. So he left the package and I said, but you did not call downstairs. So should you have called downstairs? I would, because we have a special elevator where you need to plug a key. So normally I'm plugging the key and I'm sending the elevator down for the person that is bringing a package. I said, why you did not call? I mean, I would have, called the elevator and send it downstairs for you. And the guy said, yeah, but time to find the number of your apartment on the list. Which bottom it is? I said, okay, so for the next time, I'm telling you that actually it's the first bottom and it's written exactly the number of the door of my apartment. There is nothing complicated. Yeah, but no, So that's the example of a not conscious person, which is probably hating the job, maybe his life. I don't know the story, so we are not going to judge the guy. It's just about the fact that he will always find an excuse to be pissed off. So he was climbing the stairs. He didn't even try to push the button, probably telling himself already the story. She's probably not there. She will not send me the elevator. Then when I opened the door and I was in a good mood and I told him that for the next time, please ring a bell. I will send you the elevator. It's not a problem. He found an excuse. Yeah, but it's too complicated to find you on the list. Where is the first button? So, and it's like this. Now, the conscious person will recognize at some point this emotion. So, for instance, I'm giving you another example of myself and I want to combine it. So, I'm always talking about life experience because I don't, theory is theory, I prefer to tell you what I'm sharing in my life or with people I'm working. So, maybe first, okay. I got, let's say, not good news today morning, and my reaction was that I was sad and then angry about it. Afterwards, I will tell you the story shortly, but I don't want to mix it, so it has a purpose. Stay with me. So the point was that yes, I notice I'm sad, I'm angry. It's not about that you have a button to switch it off. But what is helping me already here is that I know that if I want to create and have a life as I want, the life of my dreams, I need to be at a certain level of an energy. Means that I need to feel good, happy, grateful, okay? And this is the status which will broadcast the good energy, which will pull like a magnet towards me what I want. So it's not that I want to be sane and that's why I'm trying to be in a good mood. Neither I'm pushing myself nor I'm escaping the emotions that I'm having. I'm just recognizing them and saying, okay, so what I can do. So for instance, I did yoga this morning online, then we are allowed to go for a short run in Austria. I know that there are different conditions in different countries due to the coronavirus. We are already at the going down with the statistics. So I went to jog. I did many things. So it took me several hours, but all the time, first of all, consciously not provoking another situation where the emotions could be, stronger and stronger, giving them room because I cannot be like this in a good mood, but knowing that for the best of me is to be in a good mood and to feel thankful, grateful and happy, because that will pull what I want to have in my life. So at some point you are turning it, so you can sing, you can dance, you can jog, you can relax, whatever is serving you, and on the other side not pulling the infernal loop of other situations where you are feeling these emotions. So that's the one part. And the second part that is important now, why I'm saying why sometimes the law of attraction doesn't work, or people are thinking that quantum physics is bullshit. So basically the law of attraction, or even quantum physics, so I'm creating with my thought and intention. So intention is broadcasting a wish into the field somewhere, let's say to the universe, whatever you want to call it, or praying, saying things, sending it to the God. All of this is working, it's just words. And now, the secret is that you need to feel good. So it's not necessary all the time you need to feel this in the situation, that you need to visualize the certain scenario that you would like to pull in your life. This is your intention, and I'm using, for instance, a vision board, and we are working on this on my workshops, because it's as well a reminder. But whatever, it can be, repeating this thought. I know where I want to go, I know what I want to create, and then I know that I need to be good. I need to be good, I need to be happy, I need to be thankful, grateful, calm, whatever, good, uplifting emotions are now, they will pull all this towards me. So I'm as well conscious that sometimes if something is happening, I'm having a look on this emotion, and I'm not going and following this negative emotion, because it's not serving me. It's not about becoming the best person in the world. It's not becoming saint. It's simply not serving me and my future I want to create. And now, what sometimes, so I think that this is, I would say, quite clear for many of us that are already working with emotions, with law of attraction, with whatever spiritual topic or self-development. And while sometimes still we are not, or having the impression that the law of attraction, that all of this doesn't work or did not work for me. So what happened now in my life, and again, a real story, exactly the one that made me sad, is that working with the visionary board, I'm having a Joe Dispenza on the board. I'm his student, I attend his online classes, but I always, at least since some time, I had a strong wish and feeling that I would love to become, to meet him in person, to see him. So of course, it's not so easy to fly in the US even before the corona. The workshop itself has as well a cost. And I put it on my vision board, and I was working as well with this wish and feeling that there is something happening. And then I got the news that Joe Dispenza is coming to Vienna. I'm living in Vienna for the first time. So I said, super, so it's starting to work. So even more motivated, because you see some results. Then I got the spot, because it's neither so easy. So they are sold out in a couple of minutes. I got the spot, I had the financial backup on the side for this workshop. So everything went smooth. And now, due to the coronavirus, I was aware that probably the workshop will be postponed. And now, what can always happen to you is that at certain point, when it's starting to work, so, universe is responding a little bit, but you are not yet there where you want to be, we are starting to create our own vision, how it's going to happen, how it will be, how it's gonna be. And now that's the tricky point exactly, that it's a sabotage on our way. Because when you can imagine how it's gonna happen, it means you are going to the archive, a part of your brain which is based on experience and on the emotions due to those experiences, which means that it's based on past. So actually, when you can imagine this, means you think you are gonna create a new future, where actually it's you think something new, and I'm sure all of us had already in this life this kind of experience, but at the end it's becoming the same. So I'm meeting a new person, I'm thinking, oh no, now this relationship will be different, it's looking completely different, and then it's the same in a sense of the same emotions. But that's exactly the tricky point, that working with the law of attraction, working with the quantum physics, we need to remind ourselves as well that how the universe is going to bring it to you, how it's going to be served to you, will be in unexpected and way. You don't know the time, you don't know the way, you don't know how, and you cannot imagine, because if you can imagine, means it's already the past. Because you were there, you had some experience, you have some emotions. So it was a nice reminder for me. And now, what is happening? What is happening to many of us is that, I started to feel sad and then disappointed, because due to the coronavirus, the workshop, some of the workshop has been postponed, but the Vienna one, time being, is cancelled. So it means it's gone. It was there and it's not. So you know, you are starting to be angry, disappointed, and this is where sometimes we are cutting the energy. Because okay, I become conscious of this emotion. I'm not going to let them drive me. So I'm taking some yoga, I'm going for a run, I'm resting, okay? I'm not feeding them, so they are becoming stronger. At some point, I started to feel good. But if you are forgetting about this one thing, that it's all the time, it's still happening, it's just happening in a it's still happening, it's just happening in a completely other way, in the way that, you know, I started already to imagine, I was started to having the plan on the response of the universe, and that's not going to happen like this, because then it would be the past, and I want to create something new with Joe Dispenza. So that's why the workshop has been cancelled. I don't know what it means, but I'm back in the energy of trust that it's still for me, it's not going to be against, and I'm still broadcasting the attitude of being grateful, of being calm and happy, pulling still the scenario. If you're gonna give up in this point and say it doesn't work, you see it has been cancelled, being frustrated, angry, disappointed, means you are cutting the energy stream, because with this energy you cannot pull to yourself this. So that's a kind of, you know, tricky point, and a very good reminder for me today, that even if there is a response of the universe and things are starting to happen, again, sometimes if you are already, you know, making your plan, making your imagination, and something is again on the way, it doesn't mean that it doesn't work. It means it will work. It will work exactly as a new. So means that as you started to imagine, it cannot be this, because imagine, it's based on the past. So I hope it makes sense for you. Let me know, share your comment, give a thumb up, and yeah, remember, take care about your energy, take care about your thoughts, and, you know, remind yourself consciously, okay? It's not about getting rid of bad emotions. It's about not giving them control over you, reminding yourself why I'm doing this, why I'm taking care about my energy. Not because I want to be sane, it's just because I want to be good and I want to pull this new future. And this new future will be served by the universe in the unexpected and the way that I'm not able to imagine. So if it's not going to happen because I think, it means it's just because it was again going back to the past, to my past experience, to my past emotions, and it's not gonna be this. So if it's not on the way as you imagine, it doesn't mean that it's not on the way. So keep going, have a trust, don't lower your energy saying, oh no, it doesn't work. Quantum physics doesn't work for me, the law of attraction, the visionary board doesn't work. It is working. Just have the patience, have the right attitude, and have a trust, and remind yourself about it. It's worth it. Have a great day. Take care. Kiss from Vienna. Bye bye.